Good morning. How are you feeling? Hey, no screaming. Darling, don't tell me you forgot. The sheer look on your face. You do know I don't get hurt by punches. But fine. It might just be my fault. I do admit I couldn't resist a little hypnosis to coerce you to come with me quicker, sweetheart. You were just so cute and happened to be in the right place at the right time. You want me to tell you what happened? All right. But promise, you won't freak out first. I'd hate for such a beautiful girl like you to freak out my mates with your screaming and tantrums and whatnot. Good. You're a smart one, aren't you? Well, to begin, I went around my new kingdom yesterday, but I was undercover. Oh, I should probably introduce myself before I say this. I'm your new queen. Yes, the very scary vampire who apparently drinks newborns' blood and summons devils as her lapdogs, from what I've heard at the tavern last night. I mean, I'm not exactly impartial to the last idea, but... Oh, please. I'm merely kidding. So, as I visited the Drunken Hog, the tavern you have managed to get unbelievably wasted at last night, I noticed you on the stage, dancing your little heart out. By the looks of things, you were a performer, so I intended to get a closer look at your dancing techniques, but I seem to have come too late. About a minute after I came in, you left the stage, and a swarm of man-things, that would be all I could call them, surrounded you, letting off unsavory jokes and utterly disgusting comments. I couldn't just let a gorgeous flower like you be drowned out by that disgusting mud now, could I? You remind me of a tulip, if I may be so bold to compare. Regardless, I whisked you away, holding you in my arms as you were both exhausted from dancing and, well, drunk as a drunken hug. You were letting off some very fitting comments about those drunkards I carried you away from. Oh no, don't be embarrassed. I actually quite enjoyed that. Very surprising to have your pretty lips put sound into the curses and the swears. Later on, though, you finally noticed you were in my presence and out of the tavern, as I pondered what to do with you. That's when you started flirting with me, my little flower. I can say that definitely got me hooked. Oh, don't tell me you regret it already. You were all over me last night, my little tulip, saying how dreamy I look and not human, and how you wished my lips crashed themselves upon yours, and some slightly more graphic wishes. By your blush, I can see you recall at least some of them. Did I lay with you last night? Is that what you actually wanted to ask? No, I'm not a fool, and I'd like to say I have decent morals, as much as being a vampire and a queen would allow me. I wouldn't use your unstable state of mind to my advantage. However, I did bring you here, and it did take some hypnosis for you to forget the road to my castle through all the traps. Seems you forgot a little bit more than I intended, but you should recall everything that is relevant in, let's say, a week or so. That sounds about right. When we came here, you saw my bed and passed out halfway towards it. I honestly didn't have the heart to move you to a guest room, so I figured I would let you stay. I personally tended to unclothing you and checking you for any assassination tools, but thankfully, you were as innocent as can be. You're sorry? Oh, there's no need. I'm glad I have met you, actually. You're quite a fun individual, wouldn't you say? I enjoyed talking to my drunk cutie over here. Say, you've got my attention, and I'm quite intrigued. What would you say to my maids escorting you to the baths, and then we may partake in a meal together before I let you go? I'd quite like to find out more about this beautiful, drunken seductress in front of me. Good. Oh, and they'll provide you with some painkillers for your hungover. I hope you'll find them sufficient. What? No. Who said anything about drinking breakfast out of you? No. Those are just baseless rumors that the underdogs of the previous king have spread about me to tarnish my reputation. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. I only really drink animal blood. Sometimes I do drink human blood, but it's always donated willingly. Only very specific, relatively tiny amounts. I'm not a brute. No need to be sorry, but I am slightly hurt. You can make that up to me by wearing this dress, then, for example. I think it would really define the best parts of your figure. What are you so shy for? Oh, don't worry, Tulip. I got a good look at your proportions last night. I'm sure I know your exact size. Now go. Follow the werewolf waiting outside. She can't hold herself back from listening to my conversations at times. Hard to keep a lot of things private from her, but I do trust her. I can't wait to find out more about you, my little Tulip. Don't keep me waiting for too long. Otherwise, I might just need to come in and check on you myself. Thank you for listening to this ASMR. The idea for this script has been provided by lovely Artist Crow on YouTube. Thank you so much. My break is now over, and I'll be doing my best to return to my usual upload schedule, which is 1 video per week, anytime on the weekends. Consider sending me scripts at SorbySMR on Twitter, or via my server in Discord, if you want to hear more, and leave your suggestions in the comments as well. I deeply value your support. Sleep well.